Yeah, 48 minutes. Yeah, so it's, yeah, about 2:05, something like that. So here we go. Let's do it. What's up, everybody? Say hey. Um, like I said, going a little early because I scheduled things. Thought we'd be about 45 minutes out. Um, Turned out to be less than that. So, yeah, we got about 48 minutes until lock here, early lock. Let me tweet out that we are live. I don't even know that I tweeted initially that we were doing a live show, so I got to do that. But of course, drop all your questions in the chat. We'll get going as soon as I get this dang tweet out. Anyone there? Who's there? I see y'all. There he is. There's Robbie. What's up? I was getting lonely there for a second. What's up, Sarge? Matt McLean, baby. What's up, Matt? You know something? What's up, Jesse? I uh, I got a sudden urge to listen to Creed about an hour ago. I was in here jamming out to Creed. I don't know why. I had some other awful song in my head. Some awful song, not other, because Creed's not awful, obviously. I had. What did I have in my head when I woke up? It was so bad. Anything's better than the sound of my dog licking his paws right next to me. Sorry, I'm just getting all this out. I'm a little scatterbrained today, if you can't tell. Nickelback, yeah, there's another one. So I I was listening to Creed and then I Googled Scott Stapp 2023 because I had to know what he was up to, what he was, what he was getting into these days. And he was on with Theo Vaughn a while back and talking about, like, yeah, I make fun of with Arms Wide Open too. Like my kids were making fun of it before everyone else was, and then and I'm proud to be a meme and all this stuff. And then he was like, they were both talking about Nickelback and like Dane Cook as things that got so cool they became uncool. And I'm just thinking about it like, good. So yeah, I was listening to Creed. That's what I've been up to. So happy lock day, everybody. Hope you don't mind me getting a little off topic. Sometimes we're so rare focused that I don't get to. I'm just a numbers guy, but sometimes I like to talk about shit like Creed. Anyway, let's see. Bob likes Matt McLean this week. I like Matt McLean. I like Matt McLean every week. I haven't seen his projection. I know the Reds originally projected well. Oh yeah, there he is. He and Ellie, they're up there. No surprise. This is a tough one. We got Dodgers up top with 4 against the Pirates. So we got Betts and Freeman. They're on the cover along with Corey Seager. I don't remember who Texas is playing. I got way too many damn windows open. Oh, yeah, that's right. Houston, Boston, Boston, Boston. Yeah, this is a weird week. Let's look at some pitching matchups. I just gotta find the right window to do it. I got too many windows open, folks. I'm in the process of learning Python. I got those windows up. I don't know where I'm actually recording from. All right, here we go. Let's take a gander. Let's take a gander. Bob says he keeps winning middle infielders. Can you tell Sorare to mix it up? I mean, I can. I think you're the guy to tell him, but I can try. I don't know. Middle infielders, that's the best value if you get a good one. Bottom end sucks, but I mean, the middle end sucks too, not an end. But all right, let's see. I don't like any of the Diamondbacks against the Mets, but they are in Arizona, so that's nice. Bryce Elder against the Guardians tonight. I love. Soroka's not there yet. I don't know that Kobe Allard even has a card, does he? He doesn't even have a team assigned to him on Sorare data, so that ain't good. Let's see. Smash that like button if you haven't already, folks. If you like it. I know I've just been droning on about Creed so far, so I don't blame you if you're withholding judgment, but let's see. None of these Baltimore pitchers I really like at New York. Like, I like Bradish when he's in Baltimore, but I don't know. Gibson doesn't do much for me. It's not a bad matchup if you have him. Stay away from that Texas offense. Hendricks and Steele against Milwaukee are fine. Stroman is fine against Milwaukee. A lot of good Thursday starts. And we know those are scary. So, yeah, I don't like that a whole lot at all. But, I mean, Stroman's good. If you have Steele's sneaky good this week for sure. What's up, Aaron? Let's see. Yeah, stay away from the Guardians, except maybe Bybee on Thursday against Kansas City. But again, Thursday start. He is confirmed, but weather could always do you in. I don't like either of those guys from Colorado. I don't like. I mean, Giolito against Toronto's fine. Sub-fine, probably. If you still have a Tarek Skubal, great. If you have an Eduardo Rodriguez against Oakland, that's fine. I have a lot of trouble with my pitching. I might have to. I didn't even see Eduardo Rodriguez in the projections, because I don't know if anyone's projecting him, or did I just glance over him? No, he's there. He's there. He projects. Yeah, he just projects low all the time. I think I sold my rare though. I had a ton of issues picking what rare pitchers I wanted this week because they're just none, man. Like, it's all the Thursday stuff. My favorite pitchers are the Twins against Kansas City, which we'll get to in a second, obviously. But yeah, Skubal and Rodriguez against Oakland are perfectly fine. Is this All-Star Michael Lorenzen? Did he actually make it? Regardless, nah. Framber against Colorado is fine. Hunter Brown against Seattle is fine. Ohtani at San Diego is good. I don't really care for the other two. Any of these Dodgers against Pittsburgh are fine. Even Grove with his almost 8 ERA. Garrett and Luzardo are good. Yuri Perez is good. He's actually confirmed. Another Friday guy. Tehran's been fine. Wiley's been good. Peralta's been good against a pretty rough Chicago team. And then, yeah, I like Ryan and Lopez are my two favorites this week. I am running Scherzer out in some priority lineups. Just because I have to. Like, I don't have many better options. So I don't love it against Arizona, but again, they're at Arizona, so that's fine. Nothing here. I don't like anyone against Baltimore in New York, especially. I have some Aaron Nola at Tampa Bay, which is it's a landmine. Like, Tampa Bay has been down recently relative to where they were. And Nola's good, but at the Trop, they've just been electric. So Mitch Keller's all right. I don't like starting anyone against the Angels right now. The way that Trout and Ohtani, well, the way that Ohtani is hitting, Trout's not hitting so well. But he's just blowing up game weeks. He's got something like 21 homers in 32 games or something silly. He, I don't even remember what it is, but he's just been nasty. Anyone at San Fran's fine. San Fran's offense isn't great, and that park, especially at night, does not lead to a lot of runs. So I really like Gilbert. Bryce Miller, I don't know with him. He needs something other than his fastball. But on the flip side, I mean, Webb is fine there, and Cobb, and that's fine. George Kirby at Houston. Yikes. I'm rolling Miles Michaelis out against Miami in my super rare lineup. Yuck. Flaherty on the other end, kind of yuck. If Tyler Glasnow pitches, he would be one of my top 2 pitchers probably. But I just don't know. I don't know. Dunning, Gray, and Eovaldi against Boston are fine. Righties against Boston generally are okay. Bassett and Barrios against the White Sox are fine. And then Josiah Gray against Cincinnati. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right, so those are the pitchers. Those are the pitchers. Let's take a look at some of these hitter matchups real quick, and then we're going to start answering some questions. If you have any questions, of course, drop them in the chat. Hope y'all are doing well today. It's Monday, man. We dragging on a Monday. All right, here you go. That's Freeman, 4 gamers. Tucker with a 4 gamer. As you might have noticed, I skipped over Jose Ramirez. Now, I skipped Jose Ramirez because, he's got 3 against the Braves and then 1 against Kansas City. And obviously looking at the Braves, I'm like, I don't feel so great about that. But, again, Allard hasn't pitched. And Soroka got blown up in at least one of his two decisions. So Ramirez actually isn't a bad look here. I was a little worried at first, but as a matter of fact, I need to swap him into my common team because I overlooked him so much because of the Atlanta matchup that I put Jorge Soler in over him at the corner infield spot. I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't want to be solely reliant on Soler's homers. Although, I actually am going to swap him in for Alex Bregman. How about that? Sorry, I gotta rework things now. Just like that. All right. So yeah, I was a little hesitant on Hosey. Bob, I don't get it, bro. I do not get your hesitance. Jose Ramirez has been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last couple of weeks. He just had a rough weekend. He was bananas recently. He's like actually hitting the ball better. His batted ball numbers are better than normal. Let me just pull up the month of June for Mr. Goat here. This is an entire month. An entire month for Jose Ramirez. You ready? 330 batting average, 400 OBP, 630 slug, 177 weighted runs created plus. 115 plate appearances, 33 hits, 5 doubles, 2 triples, 7 home runs, 23 RBIs, 4 stolen bases. Don't be short-sighted now. Don't be short-sighted, especially not on the go. Man's one of the best players in the league. He didn't even play the same position as Ozzie Albies. Can't do that. I can't. I won't. I know when you're joking normally, but I can't. I can't have you waltz into things and have people seriously believing that Jose Ramirez isn't worth believing in. The nuance is not lost on me. I can't let it be lost on others. I ain't gonna do that. I don't care. There are so many. There, Ozzie Albies can't hit righties generally. He does so much more damage against lefties. And that's who he faces most of the time. I love Ozzie Albies. Don't get me wrong, but he's got a 198 weighted runs created plus against lefties. He has an 88 weighted runs created plus against righties. He is a below average hitter against the pitching that he sees the most. But yes, Jose Ramirez is not hitting lefties well at all. He is, let's see. Yeah, 65 weighted runs created plus. But he's got 100 plate appearances against lefties this year. And guess what? He's got Allard. Kobe Allard, the guy who hasn't pitched, is the only lefty he's going to see out of 4 games. All right. I'm off that. I'm done with that. You can't get me fired up on Hosey. Oy. All right. Catching up. Oh, yes, about Corbin Carroll. All right. Yeah, Corbin Carroll. So he did pinch hit yesterday. He's dealing with a shoulder injury. That shoulder is the shoulder that he had surgery on. So the fact that he pinch hit is nice. I wouldn't be completely shocked if he did end up playing every game this week. He's got a day off today. You know, if he's feeling fine, he'll run back out there. Maybe he was just a little sore. I don't know. But I do worry about it on 3 games. Obviously, it doesn't really matter with him. He's like Ronald Acuna, where it doesn't matter how many games he has. Like, you can just toss him in your lineup and be fine. But, yeah, that injury just worries me a little bit. Giacomo asks about relievers. Can't believe you're doing this to me again. Felix Bautista, for one, has 4 games. He did pitch yesterday. Got a save yesterday. So, yeah, I like he and Cano. Let's see. Fairbanks. Nah, 3 games. Not going to suggest him like that. Boy, Eli Morgan could get another shot. 4 games. Class Edges threw 27 pitches. He's been awful. Stefan threw 27 pitches. So Eli Morgan's going to be in a high leverage spot. Who else has got 4 games? Clay Holmes and the Yankees. AJ Puck. Low key, pretty good. 4 games against St. Louis. There's some winnable games there. Not bad. Devin Williams is probably my favorite play, but let me check. Yeah, you got a 9-pitch save yesterday, so he's fine. Devin Williams, I think, is my favorite. Any other 4 gamers here? The Dodgers are on kind of a rotation, so I don't know there. What's going on in Houston? They got 4 games. Ryan Presley, 9-pitch save yesterday. He's fine. Presley and Neris are in my rotations again. I don't care for either of the Cubs guys. Alexis Diaz, he just blew his first save, I believe. He's been pitching a lot, so I don't love him there. Maybe Lucas Sims. Lucas Sims is a decent option. Bednar with 4 games against the Dodgers. That's fine. Seattle's all over the place. Sewald's pitched a lot, so maybe Munoz gets an opportunity here. And then Hunter Harvey with 4 games. I don't love him. Hicks with 4 games. Jordan Hicks. He threw 21 pitches last night, so maybe not the best choice. But again, 4 games, 4 opportunities for relief appearances. So I hate to say this. I do hate to do this, but I'm going to do it. Aroldis Chapman is one injury away from becoming the closer on the best team in the American League. Second best team? Second best team. Let's see what Mr. Chapman's price is. I am not one who rushes out to buy domestic abusers and have them on my roster, but you know he's been good. He's got 4 games this week. Yeah, he's going to cost you about $15. Oh no, his price is through the roof. Okay, so that has passed. That time has passed. But if you have Aroldis Chapman, it's looking like his time. So you can feel free to make that move. So yeah, there's my reliever picks for the week. I know I just yelled out a bunch of people, but yeah, my definite favorites are Bautista, honestly, I like Puck, but yeah, Devin Williams and Bautista. Asking me about Stephen Kwan and his injury, I honestly don't know. I have not been paying attention to the Guardians. I have not watched a game in a while. They are not fun to watch. They are incredibly frustrating. Let's see. He's day-to-day, crashing the wall. Likely to give him a few days off to rest. So I wouldn't play him, but he's not my favorite anyway here. If I was worried about J-Ram versus Braves, how am I feeling about Naylor this week? He's fine. He's fine. Like I said, like Allard, the lefty, is the one place that I worry about him. But take that back. Bryce Elder's been good, so I don't love that. But if you haven't smashed that like button, please do. So I keep going through questions here. Is India actually a play? Home versus away actually comes into mind here. That's a good question. Let's take a look. Let's double check that. What are his home away splits like? Much better at home. Below average hitter away, above average on the road or at home, which you could kind of expect. So 4 games at Washington though. So I think it balances out. I mean, other than Josiah Gray, he's not going to see any good pitching. Jake Irvin, Patrick Corbin, and then Mackenzie Gore's been all right. Let's see. Washington. Yeah, pretty league average Park. Pretty much bang average. So, yeah, I think he's a play with 4 games. I think that's fine. talk about Class A more. Weak contact and Josh Naylor forgetting how to play defense. Yeah, that was my read on like the post game. Let's take a look. Let's see what actually happened yesterday. I'm going to show y'all more tools that you can do here. Go to the game feed. All right. Ooh, they've changed this a lot on me, so. All right, so here's Class A. Located, all right. Nothing here looks too egregious other than hitting Trey Mancini in the dick. Like, these are good spots for heat. Although that's all. Exit velocity. Yeah, 90, 92. Fine slider position. All right, but I want to see. Where's Class A? All right. Cutters all around the zone. Didn't locate terribly well with the cutters here. It's a walk. Unsurprising. That's not great. Not a good start. Jan Gomes, fly out, 93. Hit it kind of squarely based on that data. Trey Mancini, single to right fielder Will Brennan. I don't know if this was the play, but 100 miles off the bat. No. Sorry. Yeah, weak off the bat. Yeah, that's got to be it. The one that was it Mancini? I didn't watch the game. But yeah, 77 degrees off the or miles an hour off the bat. 750 xBA. So maybe not. Another single. Oh, singles on ground ball to Josh Naylor. All right, yeah, he didn't hit it very hard on the ground. 100 xBA. 110 single. Another one to Naylor. All right, yeah, he really goofed, huh? 230. Sack fly. Yeah, I mean, so the EV and the XBA on these pitches, and none of the locations look egregious. Like a slider here is coming in like this. I can't show that exact pitch I got. Yeah, that is the exact pitch. But yeah, slider's coming in off the plate and back on the plate. Not that that was the one that we were worried about. Yeah, his velocity was up. Yeah. It doesn't seem like it was much of an issue for him, so it looks like exactly what you said, the Naylor issue. But okay. I'm way behind here. Keep playing hater thinking the Padres are going to win some games. Yeah. Who knows? He's been fine though, hasn't? Like he's been dominant, has he not? When he does pitch. Yeah, those numbers are good. They just need to win some ball games. 18 saves isn't too few. More comfortable holding Chapman or Munoz in the hopes they become the closer. If I had to pick Munoz because of the long term, but you know he's been hurt and he's also not as old as Chapman. But yeah, he's 24. throws absolute gas. 99 percentile fastball velocity, been great since he's been back. Chapman's been amazing. Looks pretty close to his old self. 4% chase rate, though. That's interesting. Sorry, I'm looking for his chase rate. Normally, yeah, I mean, his sinker and splitter are getting a ton of whiffs. Yeah, this is all like really promising. Okay, here it is. Yeah, his chase rate's down about 10% from what it normally is. His whiff rate's as high as it's ever been, though. So they aren't people aren't chasing Aroldis Chapman off the plate, but they are missing when they swing, and they're swinging more than they have since the pandemic season. So, yeah, these are all very promising for him. Here's his percentile rankings over the years. But yeah, the chase rate is interesting. If he can start locating and like getting people to bite, then he's going to be as unhittable as he was in his prime. Because everything else looks good, and his fastball velocity is still same as it's ever been. So yeah. So yeah, I mean the 11-year difference, I would rather have Munoz, but like if you got in on that earlier Aldis Chapman price before it mooned today, then yeah, you're probably good. Willy Adames versus Andres Jimenez versus India. That was the question. Yeah, I just like the 4 games from India. Projects better than the Adames, and I'm sure. Yeah. So it's actually the projections say India by a lot, and then Jimenez, and then Adames. The next thing I would go to look at is the pitching again. So again, Cleveland's got Elder, Allard, Soroka, and then Lyles. So Lyles is bad. Soroka's not been good. Allard, the lefty, is not going to be helpful for Jimenez, and then Elder is good. So, and then I'm going to go to India, and we already knew Irvin, Corbin, and then Gray and Gore. Gray's an all-star, but like he's not a world beater. And then the other one was Adames. So Smiley, Hendricks, Steele, Stroman. I don't want Adames against Hendricks, Steele, or Stroman for sure, and it's not like Smiley's a pushover. So yeah, like the projections make sense. I would definitely go India over the other ones. Should I still try to move Kimbrel before he retires, or should we hold out for collection bonus benefits eventually? I don't see any reason to hold out for a minor boost that we don't know we're going to get. I mean, you would assume that we're going to get it, but is Kimbrel that old? 35? Probably doesn't have that much longer in him, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I try not to hold on to players who are that old, but how much do you stand to benefit? Like, I won a Max Scherzer today, and I looked up his price, and I was like, I'm not going to get anything for that. Like, 0.025. I don't know what the exchange on that is anymore. Can I get that in dollars, please? 62, 50. Yeah, like $50. I guess that's not much to scoff at. When I look at it in ETH, it's like that's not really much, but like yeah. So like I try to get off of those players. Scherzer's also 38 and Kimbrel's 35, and there's a big difference. But also, one's a starter who doesn't necessarily blow everyone away with velocity. Giacomo, are you asking to buy my Scherzer? If you want to buy my Scherzer for $50, I'll do it. But he's just like, yeah, like I'm not. He's not useless to me. The reason I said that is because like I can just roll him out there and squeeze what I can out of him. He's not, he's recovered and stuff. So yeah, he's not worthless or anything. But so you can buy him off me if you want. No, no, not gonna. No, no, no. Damn, who just bought one for? Robbie just bought one for $50 off of Ace an hour ago, and then someone turned around and bought one for 70. 7 minutes ago. People are funny. Let's look at that price graph. Oops. Why? What about that card? Is that it was the 12 mint? That's not even his number. 17% power? Oof. All right. King of all trades. Yeah, you won that one, pal. Or wait, no. You made that? You're the king of all trades and you made that trade? Oh, hold up. Oh boy. He's the king of all trades. Congrats on the map rash. I just want to look at his like history now. But unfortunately, okay, let's see. He do be making deals. Did he sell that same? No, he bought a. Sorry, here. I'll show you what I'm actually looking at here. I mean, that's a solid buy. Huh. Yeah, like it's not like he's out here making stupid deals. Just that one I don't understand a ton. Blake Snell for Zach Wheeler straight up. I would absolutely make that deal if I'm getting Wheeler. Looks like he overpaid for Pete Alonso. He got a Friedel super rare. No, he sent a Friedel super rare for an Acuna limited and a Blake Snell limited, and then he flipped the Snell for Zach Wheeler. Trading a super rare for limiteds is something. Huh. Again, I'm not being critical or anything. I don't get it, but he does make a lot of trades. Sent a Tovar super rare for his Seegers. Seager limited, J.D. Davis, Mitch Keller, rares, and a Wander Franco, and some money. Like that's a fun trade. I should have done my whole trade thing on this. Traded an Acuna rare for Goldschmidt, Alonso, and Altuve. This is interesting. Sorry, I'm just like scrolling through and overpaid a little bit for Otani, but it's Otani, and I'm only a day ago. This boy is busy. Bogarts for Jake Fraley. I don't know that I like that, but to each your own. Bunch of trash and a Hector Neris for a Freddie Peralta. Okay, yeah, see that's weird. That is an overpay. I don't know I don't know what he's doing. That's I guess like I don't know what the end goal is here. I hope he's just raising ETH. Is that all Nick Castellanos is? Is 125? He's got 2 Ellie's. He's got 2 Taiwan Walkers. Oh, he's the one who bought my Dane Dunning. I won this last week. No, Jacob won it. I think Jacob's in the chat. I thought I won the number 4. Anyway. Money laundering. Could be. I will not make that accusation, but got that Joe Adele rare. Huh. Good for him. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. I got some old questions still to answer that I was cycling through. So let me find some. Going back to the relief pitcher. Did that one already. All right. All right. We're only 2 away. Only 2 videos from being caught up. Joey wants to see a graphic of how my teams are doing in the current game week. Would be fun to follow along. You can do that really easily, Joey, if you're out there. Go over here to Sorare data. This is free. You can go to your My Sorare results, and then it's going to give you this URL, and you can just type in my name here if you want to see how I'm doing. I don't know if that's too much work or anything, but apparently it's not currently functioning. So, but that's how you do it normally. You know, I also changed my name. So I wonder if that has something to do with it. I changed my name to Sorare FP, but I don't know if that changed my gallery name or my link. I haven't been able to get any of this stuff to work recently. So I might have to log out, log in. I don't know. But that's how you do it. Generally. Let's see. Can I look at Robbie's? Yeah. So it's just a problem on my end, apparently. But yeah, you can do this. Go to manager. You can look at what Robbie's up to. Nice. Way to go. Good job on that, Braxton Garrett. Went out there and got that Tatis. Beautiful. But yeah, server results. Baseball. Bang. We can look at how Robbie did this week. Etc., etc., etc. But you can do that with anyone you want. And actually, on the NBA side, we have a manager list that you can view on the Sorare app, or the Sorare data app, and keep up with everyone in the chat. But they haven't extended that feature to baseball yet. So, all right. So Sarge is in the chat and asked. asked about postseason. And then we got some other people in the chat who asked some questions here. So let's see. All right, and then SD Bress also asked about stacks for October. Um, so uh, so here's the thing about the postseason. Last year in MLB and this year in NBA is they nuke the rewards so much that I would advise not doing it. I would advise not preparing for the postseason a ton. I mean, like, obviously, if you want to do well, you want to have players from the good teams. But we know in baseball that while it is a team sport, player success and team success are not always strongly correlated. So, like, I know I mention it when I'm doing my buy sell stuff. Like, yeah, if you want this stack, if you want a Rays stack, if you want a Rangers stack, um, this is how you would go about doing it, or this is who you would buy, or whatever. What I did last year was I picked two teams early on and I bought stacks. And lo and behold, it ended up being the two teams that I bought were the Phillies and the Astros. I bought Phillies rares because they were the cheapest team that I liked a ton, and Astros limited because I could afford it. Turned out, yeah, that's the World Series. Um, right? Am I crazy? Last year was the Jeremy Pena year, right? I feel like I'm forgetting. But yeah, so that's what I did, and I just got lucky. I didn't win a damn thing. I won like a Gregory Soto in the CS, despite having just a bonkers stat. Like, you need the nuts, essentially, in the postseason. So, unless we find out that they're not going to nuke the rewards, I would just play what you have. I wouldn't run out and spend a ton. But we're not going to know that until then, and we still got another 3 months of the season. So that's how it works. It's series long. Um, if I remember correctly. But basically, it runs for a week. That's what it was. It runs for a week, a full week, and we had to decide, like, all right, how many games is this team going to play and all that, and that was kind of the postseason. So, yeah, I don't. I don't think I am going to prepare in that way this year. I might, but I think I'll just kind of go with what I have and hope. So, hey, we still got a big discrepancy between viewers and likes. If y'all can smash, we got like what 10 minutes till lock. If y'all can smash that before we get out of here, super super helpful for us. Wait, did I miss lock? Did we lock already? Damn, we did. Why did I think it was later? Huh? Well, I can still hang out for a couple more minutes. But yeah, if you haven't hit the like button yet, please do. It would mean a ton to me. But yeah, postseason, I don't know. When do I start looking at it? Currently, I'm not going to. But I would say now, once you start to get an idea of what the postseason is going to look like, then yeah, I would start looking at it. Like, Texas looks like they're going to be in. Tampa almost assuredly going to be in. There's plenty of time for those teams to collapse, um, but I think you can safely bet on the Rays, the Rangers, and the Braves. Like, go ahead for that. but I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing that. Clay asked me thought process from a buyer and seller's perspective for trading limited for limited, limited for rare, rare for early limited. I did address that in the trade episode. So, DJ Local, if you're still in the chat, I don't understand what you're asking. Any players have their price being held higher just by supply alone. I assume that just means there's not a lot of Royce Lewis's out there, but I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the supply, unfortunately. I can tell you, like, yeah, this player's price is too high, but I don't know the answer to that question. John wants a cheap outfielder. Tommy Edman, Dalton Varsho. I think those are affordable in that range. What's up, Clay? Yeah, Ian Happ's another one. Clay, I was just saying that I answered your question from the 28th. I answered that in the trade video, I think. But I can always circle back. John, I answered that. I just want to get through this one day so I can be one day away and continue to catch up. Okay, cool. Good. Glad to hear it. All right, Tom asked how I'd go about progressing through limited to rare to super rare roadmap. Is it spending money or trying to accumulate rare plus rewards through the All-Star game mode? And then I'll get out of here after this. I need to do a progression video straight away, and I have someone who I need to get a hold of to actually like shoot that. But they just got back from their honeymoon. So this is hard to answer for me because, you know, I've progressed. I actually regressed in soccer because I sold off all my soccer cards to get funds for MLB and NBA. The progression's tough. Like, adding more money helps. I think, you know, you asked that is the progression adding money or winning cards, and it's both. Like, the answer is technically both, but you have to decide what you want to do. I know people who are like, I'm not putting any money on the platform. I'm working up from common, and I'm going from there, and that works. Like, you're going to have to grind it out a ton. Like, you have to finish in the top 200 in the common competitions, you know, 7 times to have a roster, and that's if you get one person at every position plus, you know, a couple others, and they're not like all starters or whatever, starting pitchers. So that could take months. And then you have to replicate that, you know, to get 4 more teams in limited. I mean, you don't have to play everything, obviously, but so like it's just a matter of time. For me, what happened was I raised funds from my soccer stuff, which I had funds from there from playing daily fantasy sports for 2 years straight and had some money left over when I couldn't play it anymore. Rolled with the So Rare. Like, my story's a little different. I had $2,000 to start, and I know not everyone has that kind of money. I got lucky playing daily fantasy, and it helped me here. And then I bought a twin stack to start, and I bought a Kevin Gossman, and I made a lot of decent decisions to start. And also I was in on the ground floor, like day one of this, using projections and stuff, and I've had success from the start, and I rolled a lot of rewards, and that was kind of the plan. And then I did move up to rare, but my rare gallery was meh, but I was still good enough because, you know, I'm making data-driven decisions and whatever. Then what happened is I started Sorare FP, and we have, you know, 80 subscribers paying monthly, and while there is a certain amount of money that gets reinvested in the platform for, you know, infrastructure, I did take some of that money and I added to my team. So that accelerated my process to move me from rare to super rare. So I hope that makes sense. Tom, I don't know if you're in the chat today. Hopefully you're watching. Hopefully you follow up on this. Or hopefully you watch through the video as I'm following up on your question, regardless. It's kind of both. Money helps. Like anything in life, uh, you can accelerate that process by having a little cash and investing it. So I kind of have a weird path in that way where, not everyone's going to become a content creator and make a Patreon, and not everyone has that kind of time. I barely have that kind of time. Um, but progressing through the ranks slowly is like, there's a lot of honor in that, and also if you never have to spend a dime on this game, then you're spending it, you're spending your money more wisely, probably. But if you really love it and you want to invest in the platform and you believe in the platform, then you can, and it makes things better. You just have to make the right decisions with that money, and that can be tough, but that's why we're here, and that's what we're good at. So, yeah, that's my view on progression. Hopefully someday we can get it off the ground where we do a road to glory. Hopefully soon. Like I said, I have someone on the docket for that, but they were honeymooning and they got a job and stuff. So, all right, I'm gonna get out of here. I got a doctor's appointment, so I'm gonna roll. Um, Thank you all for tuning in. Good luck this week. I think it's going to be another crazy game week. These 4 game weeks can be a little more wild than the weekend, and I have a feeling we'll see it. So I will be back tomorrow with another video, one way or another, and I will talk to y'all live on Friday. Oh, I got to do a giveaway. I'll do my giveaway tomorrow. I'll give away the Rich Hill Limited. I have all your questions. I've gone through them. And yeah, we'll give it away tomorrow on tomorrow's lead off or whatever kind of show we do. So, all right, I'm out of here. Good luck. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all are the best. Hit that like button on the way out if you haven't, would mean the world to me. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. See ya.